Hello everyone, this is Oscar with the ADU guys. We're here in the city of Garden Grove. We call this Garden Grove 5, GG5. This is a garage conversion. This is where the door used to be at. If you notice this, we have our stem wall. This is our 4x4 window, low E, dual glaze, vinyl. Here we have our lath. We're waiting for inspection. We have inspection tomorrow, so we can go ahead and put stucco here. And I'll show you guys inside what the stem wall means and what it is, so you guys get a visual. So your typical garage, even if the existing garage does not have a stem wall, we have to provide a stem wall in this area, which I'll show you inside. The stem wall, pretty much what it does with the garage conversion, it offsets the inside elevation. So your standard garage is pretty much ground level. In some situations, the garage is a little below your surrounding elevation. Before we go inside, here we have our gas coming from the gas meter all the way to here, and our water is coming prior to the shutoff valve for the main house all the way to here, 1 inch. That's your typical setup for a garage conversion, and practically for any ADU. So you don't have to do a separate gas meter, but you can. In this case, we're not doing a separate gas meter. We're doing the same gas meter, but we still have a separate line, and it comes directly from our gas meter. And then over here, real quick, since we're here, we're still under construction, but here we ended up doing a separate, an upgrade. We were upgraded from 100 amp, so we have enough power to supply our ADU. And here we have our sub panel to our ADU getting fed off of our 200 amp meter. So let me take you guys inside. Our typical setup in a garage, we always want to have at least 1.5 inches to 2 inches above the outside grade. Here we come in. Here, as you can see, we have this area where this particular garage had an existing stem wall. In some cases, when someone's doing plans for you, they want to show on the plans to have the slab to match this to be more like a new slab on grade setup. Most cities will allow you to provide RedGuard as a moisture barrier to avoid that cost, because it gets very expensive to bring this whole slab to this elevation. So in this case, this garage has a stem wall, which is known as a curb also. And even if it didn't have it, we would have to install it here. So in this case, we match our existing stem wall height, and this is where the garage door used to be. All of this right here. Share with you guys what a shear wall is. Your typical shear wall. If your plans call for a shear wall, if you can see right here, we have a 4x4, and here we have a 4x4. So our typical shear wall is going to be from the edge of this 4x4 to the edge of this one. And then we have our struck one plywood, and then we have our anchor bolts. So you'll see the anchor bolts, and then in between that shear wall, this is a 4x3. So any joints between the shear wall ends is normally 4x3. A lot of times when we go to the lumber yard, they don't have this, so we end up going with the 4x4. But I just want you guys to get the concept of the components that are involved with the shear wall. So and then we have our anchor bolts, and we have to have a certain amount of anchor bolts within the shear wall. In this case, we have 3. So this pretty much meets the requirements for a shear wall. If you guys have any questions, my direct number is 310-984-9398. Let me continue with this layout. So here we have our door to bring you into the ADU. This is gonna be the common area. Here we have a mini split. The homeowner in this case did not go with the mini split inside the bedroom. So here is a Fujitsu 18K because the Title 24 require 18K for this unit. Normally for this size, you would have a 12K. But this is our mini split for this whole unit. So this is our entrance. Here we're gonna create a TV wall. I gotta double check with the homeowner if it's gonna be this side or that side. Personally, I think this would make more sense for the TV wall. But as you can see, this is a comfortable space. Most people would choose to make this a studio, but if you take away this wall, you get that bigger feeling, which I agree with a lot of people, but I disagree with the privacy. For example, by you having this wall, now you can put your mini split here. Yes, you could have put it over there also, but by having it here, you could create, actually right here, you can see this outlet. This is gonna become the TV wall for this bedroom. And then you have your full closet over there. You have your egress window 4x4, low E, dual glaze, vinyl. And this is a very comfortable space. By you having the separation, you know, if a couple lives here, the wife can be in the room, husband can be in the common area with a friend watching the game. There's a little privacy, guys. And then also your dirty clothes can stay in the room area instead of having it in the common area. So that's how I feel about it. But again, we'll make the unit to your liking, and the value of having a one bedroom. You're renting a one bedroom ADU opposed to a studio. So let me continue. Here we're gonna have our stove, our sink. In this corner we're gonna have our refrigerator. So we have a nice window here at 3x3 to give this area of ventilation, daylight. And then over here, we're gonna have our stack washer dryer. A lot of homeowners they want to save some money or feel that they're saving some money by not doing a washer dryer hookups. My advice is to do it, because if you come and do it at a later time, it's gonna be more expensive to you, because we got to go back to the city, and whoever's doing your work is already doing the sewer line for the bathroom, for the kitchen, and it just makes sense to add the washer dryer hookups, because you give more value to your unit and you can get it rented for more. So I think it's best now, if you do not want your tenant to use the washer dryer hookups, you can cap it and maybe make an agreement with them that it'll be a little bit more if they want to use it. So that's kind of the approach that I would take. So here we have our stack washer dryer hookups, and over here we're gonna have a corner shower area. We have our toilet over here. We have a nice 2x2 obscure window, and we're gonna have our vanity right here. This is actually a good space, a good shower area. A good bathroom area. So here we come into the bedroom. The door would swing to the right. This space right here it accommodates the door area. So now everything here stays available for the room. And it's actually a pretty good sized room, guys. And here, if you notice, this is an existing garage. So we have stem walls. This goes all the way around. And a typical stem wall, you can't remove this. It's part of your structural. So this gets pretty much covered up either by drywall, or it can be with the baseboard. Pretty much cover it up so you can have a nice finished look. A lot of homeowners, they don't realize that they cannot get rid of this. So they want this to be flush, which can be flush. But if we make this flush, it all depends on the shear walls. We get our inspection, we come back and we fur out the walls. But if you fur out the walls here, we're looking at about almost 3 inches here. So that makes the room smaller. It's always, of course, a preference, but we definitely can fur it out to make it flush. It's gonna be more cost to you, but it's definitely doable. Here we have 2 lights. It's a very comfortable room, guys. Here we have our wiring to our sub panel, and here we have our drain going out. A lot of installers, they offer the homeowner your little pump here, little sump pump for the unit. Personally, I don't like those because they tend to have issues fairly quick. So we prefer and we recommend to do it this way and then exit the building. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, this is Oscar with the ADU guys. We're here to help you any way we can. We can assist you with reviewing your plans if you already started with somebody. And keep in mind, right now the blueprint process average time on the best case scenario is 4 to 6 months, but I've seen it pushing 6 to 10 months on certain projects. But there's other bigger projects that can take up to 12 to 14 months. All right, guys, if you have any questions, if we can help you with your ADU, please give me a call. My name is Oscar with the ADU guys, 310-984. Please subscribe, share our videos. And for everybody that's following us, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Take care.